Next one up is definitely a game that I had to get right off the bat because I love the first one. I played a little bit of the first one, played a little bit of the second one. Resident Evil Code Veronica. I had to get this bad boy because it was definitely a... I loved it. I played a little bit of the games when they first came out. Didn't own them. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I was trying to get into horror games and Silent Hill, and this was definitely the next games I would have to get because I didn't get them on the PlayStation. I didn't play the first Silent Hill on the PlayStation. I didn't play the Resident Evil fully through. I only played a little bit of it. And I know those games were creepy as hell and scared the hell out of me. I played this at night with surround sound on. Freaked myself out. Playing this at night in the dark with surround sound on. No, let's just say jump scares were abound. I was jumping, screaming. Let's just think Markiplier or PewDiePie screaming at the screen and jumping around. That was me, Resident Evil. Because, yeah, playing at night with surround sound is not really the way to go. And especially when somebody comes in the room in the middle of the night, opens the doors, oh, you're awake. That will make you jump all by yourself no matter what. So, yeah, that was definitely a game I didn't beat this one either. I got stuck at one part and I just said, I give up. I'll come back to it. Never went back to it. Next game we got ourselves is the first game ever to feature actual motion capture for this one person, Jet Li's Rise Honor. They captured all of his fight moves. So basically, got him to do his moves. They captured it and put it in the game. This features, for anybody who's ever been to the Metron in San Francisco, this was created around the time when the Metron was, before it even opened up. So basically, you'll see the Metron, what it looked like when it first actually opened up. The flooring plan, everything you can see in this game. I beat this game. This is definitely a fun game to play. This was definitely a fun game. If you have not played this game at all, if you have never heard of it, be kind of surprised if you haven't heard of it. Actually, not really. I would be. I would be surprised if you have heard of it. Not many people heard about this game or even played this game. It was definitely a fun game to play. It kind of reminded me of Stronghold when Stronghold came out. It kind of reminded me of that. This is, of course, after Jackie Chan had a couple of games, like Jackie Chan's Stuntman. But this definitely was a fun game to play with. This was when Jet Li was making it big in America. So when this came out, I bought it, played it because I played the demo. It was fun and entertaining. Definitely a fun game. It was definitely frustrating to play because the way you were fighting was totally different. You would have to use I think it was the thumbsticks to do certain moves. Go this way, go this way, go this way, go that way, go this way, go that way. You know, it was different ways you had to bend those sticks and stuff like that. It was something new, totally different. I had to get into and totally get. It was very frustrating. A lot of these to get to. It had a lot of bugs, but it was definitely an entertaining, fun game to play. Got to get back into playing it again. So, like my revamped version. This game, Silent Hill 2. I know I didn't beat. I think I got a quarter through this game. Again, another game I played at night with surround sound on. Not the smartest thing to do. Walking down the street with a board and a nail, and that thing just walking down the street. Yeah, that freaked me out. This is definitely a game that was pretty cool to play and freaky to play at night with surround sound on. Yeah, that was really bad, really bad. I don't know, but I will play this game again if you want me to get back into it. I think I'm gonna have to get back into it and play it again. I want to beat it and see what's going on. Of course, this game featured dynamics, camera angle, beautiful rendered environments, and real-time weather effects deliver a cinematic horror experience. Atmospheric lighting and ambient 3D surround sound shift and change at each terrifying turn. Yeah, thank you. I already know that. That freaked me the fuck out a lot. Riveting storylines, stunning graphics, and true-to-life CG movies leave you on the edge of your seat. CGI, of course, was definitely pretty cool and amazing at the time. Definitely entertaining. Next game. Play the small demo for this. Buy it outright with the headset. With the headset when it came with it, because it was bundled. SOCOM Navy SEALs. Amazing game. Totally fun to play. Features online capabilities. Never got to play that, of course. Like I said before, I had the internet thing, didn't do that, and yeah, it was a fun game to play. It was entertaining. Got into it really quickly, played it, loved it so much. got the second one, SOCOM Navy, U.S. Navy SEALs 2. Of course, more online. This one had about 16 players. The first one had about 16 players. So yeah, same thing. But I didn't beat this one. I think I got about 75% done with that game. Didn't beat it. Next one we got was SOCOM 3. Again, more online features. This time featured 32 players to play online. And of course, I didn't play it online. I really wish I was able to play it online. It would have been fun to play this online. It was a game that I definitely thoroughly enjoyed. This one I got about 30% of the game done. Again, not all the games that I have on here I actually beat all the way through. There's a handful of games I actually beat and destroyed, and of course I actually went back to play some again, which is kind of weird. If you have a game, beat the damn game, right? A lot of things came into play why I didn't beat all these games, which is kind of sad. This game, I know everybody played. This is one of the best games that ever came out, especially when it came to movie to game adaptation. Spider-Man. This actually made you feel like Spider-Man webbing through the cities and everything like that. It was definitely fun, entertaining. The graphics were definitely awesome. At the time, of course, awesome. It was a fun game. It was definitely really fun. Of course, it followed the storyline really well for the movie, which is very rare. Oh, geez, sorry. It was definitely a fun game to play. Thoroughly entertaining. Great graphics. Voice acted by the actors. Now, of course, CGI wasn't that great, but definitely pretty cool what they had going with it. Next one, we got ourselves Spider-Man 2. This one I almost beat. I almost beat this one. I believe I beat the first one, though. I'm not 100% sure. This one I know I didn't beat. I got almost done. I almost finished the game. Again, they did an amazing job. The graphics, of course, stepped up, of course, from the last game. If you have not played, these were definitely best Spider-Man games that we had at the time that came out. The last Spider-Man game that I thoroughly enjoyed was on the Sega Master System. That was really fun, totally entertaining, and enjoyable. These were definitely way better, of course, because of course graphics. But I'm able to swing down this, down the skylines and just web onto the next one and just feel like Spider-Man doing a flip, land, punch, all that cool stuff. Yeah, definitely entertaining. Next game, which I loved, enjoyed, and I was so glad when they announced that they're bringing it back. Star Wars Battlefront. When they brought it back for the PS4, I was so excited. This is a game that I played religiously. Online capabilities, so you could play online up to 16 players. Did not do that, of course. I played with my brothers, and of course, they had like the story mode line, which was what it would be, where you just conquer each map and move on to the next one. I loved it. You're playing around with all these weapons and stuff like that. It was definitely a fun game to play. If you have not played the original one, it was definitely one to play. Oh, that's right. Star Wars Battlefront, I have let somebody else borrow it. I haven't got the games back. It's been a while since I got it. I have to call them back. Luckily, I'm still in contact with them. But yeah, I have Battlefront 2. Another fun one. It definitely took what we loved about this one and stepped it up a notch. And I actually have the t-shirt from when I was working at Blockbuster, promoting this shirt. I have the shirt that promoted this game. It was definitely, I think I have it in my drawer. But yeah, that was definitely a fun game and I loved it. I loved being able to the weather should promote the game. Next game we have is, the movie might not have been that great, but Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of, a game I beat hands down way before the movie came out. Beat it real quick. So yeah, it was pretty fun. Now, one thing I liked about this game that I thoroughly enjoyed was the combat game. It was a secondary game where you could play as either one of the characters and fight against each other, lightsaber battles. It was just like this Star Wars game, lightsaber duels, I think it was for the PlayStation. Just like that. It was pretty awesome. It's used, they need to bring something like that back for the next gen, console. Just do lightsaber battles, jumping around, picking up things, and just throwing it at your opponents, which you were able to do in this one was thoroughly good. You can play as original Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, so you can recreate that one battle sequence, because you get to play on that map, recreate that battle sequence between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, from A New Hope, and that was definitely a pretty cool moment in the game. Or you can play as young Obi-Wan and old Darth Vader. That was definitely a fun combination to do. There was a lot of cool things you could do with that. It was definitely a fun game to play for that part. The story mode for this was, cool, alright. But I think the fun factor was the fact that you get to play the duel match in the game. So that was definitely a pretty cool concept to add on to it. Next one we got. I know a lot of you guys might have played this one. I played this one just because it was pretty full. It was Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. Come on, you get to drive around in the spaceship and use your Jedi powers. Force-powered spacecrafts. Why not, right? I think I got about almost 50% done with this game. I almost got done with this game, but I know I didn't beat it. I know, hands down, I didn't beat this game. It was definitely a fun game to play. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know if I'll play. I think I'll play it again. I think I'll give it a shot. Try it again. Why not, right? Got the Rogue One squadrons coming up, so I might as well get some, some Star Wars buzz going on. Next game we got. Everybody and their mama's played this game when it first came out. Everybody. I know everybody did. Tetris. Now this is Tetris Worlds, but everybody's played Tetris. You get to. This is a fun game. I don't know. You get to have a 4-player battle. Look at that. Go head to head with your friends. Come on. How can you not want to do that? Definitely. The reason I got this is because I love Tetris, and why not, right? And you get to play against your friends, your family, your cousins. So when you have people come over, pop a Tetris Worlds and go at it, they what? What, you want some? You think you're the best at Tetris? I'm better than you. Let's try this. Throw the bad boy in there and have a party. Just go at it, right? So I had to get it. It was definitely a fun game. I let my friends borrow it. It was a fun game that everybody loved playing. One game I was glad to have in my collection. Next up is a game not many people have known about, or I know that don't know about and have never played. And a game that I actually enjoyed, and I love the movie, The Thing. This takes place after the movie, not the prequel with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. This is the one with Kurt Russell. This takes place after the Kurt Russell movie. This one is actually a really good game. I got stuck because this is when I saved the game after a moment in the game, and it screwed me because there's no health, and the next part to get to the next area before you get health. Yeah, that really screwed me over because I kept on dying. There's no way to pass it because I needed health, and the guy that I was with would not hook me up. Because in this game, you actually have to give your people either health, ammo, stuff like that. But if you don't, they won't trust you anymore. The trust meter goes down, and they won't want to cooperate with you. That sucked, because there's one part of the game that actually caused me to stop playing because this dick, I did not trust him at all because I thought he was infected. He was one of the things because something seemed a little off about him. So it was one of those things way before the LA Noire. So I had that kind of thing where you have to, look at the person, see if they're lying to you and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, the trust, do you trust me? And stuff like that. And, yeah. And what sucked about it was I didn't trust him, and he didn't turn out to be the thing the other guy next to him did. And I gave the other guy some health, and I didn't give him health. I was like, I need this health. I don't trust you because I think you're the thing. Yeah, so I didn't trust him, and he was being a dick toward me. So, yeah. Things like that was pretty cool about the game, that I want to play the game and play it all the way through, because things like that was pretty cool. It was definitely fun to play with, and it was just made the game a little bit harder. Just a little bit harder. Alright, next we got ourselves Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. This was first released on the Xbox when it first came out. I didn't get on the Xbox. I didn't have an Xbox because I said, no, I'm Sony, through and through. Not going to jump on Xbox. Never. Ever. Not going to happen. Towards the end of the Xbox 360 lifespan, almost towards the end of the Xbox 360 lifespan, I got on the Xbox bandwagon. I know, right? The only reason I wanted Xbox 360 was because of Gears of War. That's what got me on Xbox, was Gears of War. That's what brought me over. That's the only reason I jumped over. That's it. That's kind of the only reason, which is kind of sad, but not really. That was the one thing that made me jump over, was because of that. This was definitely the PlayStation 2 version. Had more, the PlayStation 2 new features was 4 exclusive levels of gut-wrenching stealth action, 30 minutes of new cinematics, new intro with original music by the Prague Orchestra. Now, that's what's definitely amazing. So they had definitely more new cool stuff that they didn't have on the Xbox. And of course, the graphics were definitely were bumped up a little bit more, because I think the PlayStation 2 at the time was a little bit more powerful than Xbox, and so it was able to handle the graphics were a little bit more better. Just not by much, but just a little bit more. Plus the special, the little special features. Next, we got ourselves. I didn't even beat this. I think I got about a quarter of the way. I know. Tom Clancy's Pandora Tomorrow. Another game! Of course, I had to get this one because the first one was definitely a fun game that I like to enjoy. I was like, you know what? When I get back into it, I want to be able to have the sequel so I can jump right into it right after. I have not. I don't think I've. I think have I played a little bit. I played a little bit of a couple of. I think of the first level. That's all I played of this. I was like, you know what? Let me get back into the first one and try to beat it. Didn't happen. So basically, I got the second one. Didn't even beat the first one. So like, damn it. And when I had the second one, I was like, well, third one's coming out, and you know what? Got the third one too. I was like, hey, I have to get this game because you know what? If I beat the first one and the second one, I have to have the third one to get the storyline and beat the whole game, get the whole series. Never happened. I loaded this up, played a little bit of the first one. That was it. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, why? Why'd you bother? So, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Tom Clancy's Pandora Tomorrow, Tom Clancy's Chaos Theory. All three games. Didn't beat a single one. Nope. Got the next one on the 360, I believe. But yeah, I didn't beat a single one. So sad. But I will be jumping into that. But I will be jumping into them and playing them again. So, we're just going to have to wait and see how that goes. Next, we got ourselves a game that I got because nostalgia reasons, and plus it was supposed to be graphically amazing. Top Gun, it was not. It was Top Gun Combat Zones. Graphically at the time, it was definitely a pretty cool graphics, nice skylines, stuff like that, jets and all that. This and an actual RoboCop game were supposed to come out at the same time. The RoboCop graphics were actually way better than this one. But yeah, the RoboCop game got canceled. Damn it! It would have been phenomenal. But Top Gun came out. It didn't do so. It was nothing to go woo about. And the gameplay was just you know, what can you say? Next, we got ourselves Transformers. Now, I bought this one that came out right away. This one, actually, the artwork, if you look at it, you can see it kind of, it glistens a little bit. Yeah, a little shiny here, yeah. This is the one game that had, that I bought. I was like, ooh, Transformers game, that's going to be pretty cool. I got to get it. Then play the demo for it. I just bought it outright. Very few games I do that, and I'm like, when I got it, I was like, oh, kind of disappointed. Gotta get the, what was it? It was the Minicon robots. To upgrade your weapons and other stuff. Yeah, I was not happy about that. And you can play as Optimus Prime, Red Alert, or Hotshot. Power up with 40 unique weapons and combat abilities. Battle legendary Decepticons, including Megatron and Tidal Wave. That's what the back looks like. This was definitely a disappointing game. Not like the other games that came out on the PlayStation 2 that were phenomenal. I didn't beat this game. My brother played it and he beat it all the way through. Now, yes, I had all these. I was the only one that actually had the PlayStation 2 in the house, but I allowed my brother to play it, and he beat that game. Yeah, he liked it. He enjoyed it. I was like, could live without it. But yeah, I'm you know what? All these games I have on here, even though I didn't beat none of them, even though were like this one, I'm so glad I have them, so I can go back and play them again if I wanted to. That's what I like doing about it. And you know, if anybody else ever wanted to play it, you know. And it's great for right now, you know. If I want to, you know, be able to stream some games, some old gameplays. I have some games that, you know, to throw into the mix that some people might want to see me play or never heard of. Next game I had to get right off the bat. It was definitely one of my favorite trilogies that ever lived on the PlayStation series. And when it was coming out on PlayStation 2, that trailer playing, and you had the painted black playing in the background. I was screaming like a little schoolgirl at Justin Bieber concert. Or One Direction concert, whatever concert, or New Kids on the Block, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, whatever, or at a Beatles concert. That's right, Twisted Metal Black, ladies and gentlemen. This game was definitely a game that I wasted a lot of hours on. I beat it twice with two different characters. That was it. I just thoroughly enjoyed it, but most of the time I was playing was multiplayer. That was basically it. Now, if you played this and another game, I forgot the PlayStation 2, there was a special crossover save that you get, like, unlocks a bonus. I don't remember what the other game was. It was a weird game. But yeah. And this is when you had your cars could transform. Sweet Tooth transformed into this weird killer robot kind of thing, which was pretty badass. It was like their special, which is pretty cool. Twisted Metal Black. Definitely amazing game. I'm definitely glad I didn't get rid of this game. This is definitely a game that I loved and I thoroughly enjoyed, and I love playing it over and over again. This game I had to get, this next one, is because I played this on the computer at school when they had it on there. I don't know how it got on there. I could care less how it got on there. I don't care. Unreal Tournament. I loved it. I played it. I saw it on PlayStation, coming on PlayStation 2. I had to get that bad boy. The chainsaw, it's not chainsaw, the blades, the saw blades. That was my favorite weapon. When you could hold it down, shoot at multiple, and they bounce off the walls. Oh my god, the carnage you could wreck on a hallway when you see multiple enemies and you have a ricocheting. Oh my god, they just don't know what's coming at them, and they are just screaming like little girls when it happens. It was definitely a fun game to play. I played with my brother. But yeah, that's the only time you hear him scream like a little schoolgirl. The rocket launcher with the multiple missiles. Oh my gosh, 5 at a time, total and utter decimation, no matter what. There was no way about it. I think the coolest part of about that weapon is when they bounce around. You're fucked. Those missiles just bouncing around. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Those people will bounce right into you and you're just gone. This is definitely a fun game to play. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was definitely an amazing game. I had to get it, and that's why I got it on the PlayStation 3, because it was definitely a fun game. A lot of fun memories playing this game. If you have never played an Unreal Tournament, it's definitely a game you should definitely play with friends. Yeah, hands down. It was definitely a fun game to play. Next up is the last game ever created under the World Wrestling Federation logo, the WWF. SmackDown just bring it. The first one on PlayStation 2. I did get it on PlayStation when they first came out. I played them a lot. But yeah, I got this one. Definitely an amazing game. This has the original SmackDown theme at the time, which is definitely pretty cool. I can't remember which one it was at the time. Great cool entrances. And you have, of course, look at that. William Regal. Taz with Michael Cole announcing The Undertaker when he came out on the motorcycle. That was not my favorite part. And then you have The Rock giving Stone Cold Steve Austin the rock bottom. Definitely one of the coolest games ever. And back when Kurt Angle had a full head of hair. Well, it wasn't a full head of hair, but that's when he had a lot of hair. They had the TLC match. They had the full storyline in the mode. Definitely a fun game. I wasted many of hours, a lot of time playing this game with my brother. Thoroughly enjoying it. I loved it. I used to play WWE No Mercy on his 64. Loved it. Loved playing that game. Definitely a lot of memories on that. I was playing SmackDown 2 on the PlayStation. Those were definitely fun games. You know what? I think I did own them. I gave them away when I gave away my PlayStation. Kind of disappointed and kind of sad that I did that. Oh my god, I'm so mad that I did that. But you know what? It was for a good cause. Somebody didn't have one, so they got a little good games out of it. Sci-Fi Filter 1 to 3, they got it. Great condition too. God. Next up is the first ever released of SmackDown with the WWE logo. This is the last actual game that I got for SmackDown. Last one ever. This one, of course, a whole new season of SmackDown. You have it where Kurt Angle shaved his head. This one, Kurt Angle had shaved head. You have the backstage areas, all that. You have Ric Flair. Woo! You have Brock Lesnar. You have The Rock. You have Triple H the Game. A lot of good memories playing this game. You have Hulk Hogan. So yeah, this is definitely a cool one. Of course, you have Chris Jericho and Booker T. Tell me he did not just say that. This was back in the day when I was thoroughly into wrestling. And this was WWE SmackDown. Shut your mouth. It was definitely a thoroughly entertaining game. If you have not played any one of these two, it was definitely a fun game to play. And I know a lot of you wrestling fans out there loved this game and continue playing them. I think this was the last one, because after this was getting kind of like more technical. So I don't care. I want to play the game for the fun factor, not the technical stuff like that. I really didn't care about that. As long as they had the moves and be able to slam them, yeah, okay. They want a little bit more realistic. I was like, no, it's taking the fun out of it. That's not the reason why I got it. Now, the last but not least game that I got for my PlayStation 2 is X-Men Wolverine's Revenge. This was... It was alright. I think I almost beat it. I think I came close to beating the game. It was alright. Wasn't the greatest game in the world. It was definitely entertaining. It had a lot of fun moments in it. But all in all, it was just an alright game. Nothing go, oh my god, this is an amazing game. It was alright. It was cool. Entertaining for what it was. Definitely not the PlayStation 3 game that they came out with. That was definitely one of my favorite games. But that is my collection for my PlayStation games, for my PS2 games. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite part is, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite game is that you see that I have, that you've played and enjoyed. And let me know what your favorite PlayStation 2 game that you actually played and own that I didn't have on here that you played religiously a lot of. But yeah, like I said, this video was so long it had to be 2 parts because it was that long. But I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed this bad boy, because I will be playing these games again. Like I said, leave a comment below if you want to see these games in the stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys around for more. Alright guys, bye.